If you're looking for a good suspension, wheel, and tire combo for your 3rd gen Tacoma, this is the video for you. So this is what I personally run, and it's awesome. I love this wheel and tire combo. I do a lot of, forest trails up in the mountains, rocky stuff, go down to, lower, southern Phoenix for desert stuff. And I love doing snow wheeling. So this is kind of what it's built for. And for comfort, obviously you want a comfy ride. Choosing the right wheels and tires and suspension and all the parts of that is essential to your overland or truck camping rig. If you mess up like I have, I guess, it could be detrimental and cost a lot of money. When it comes to parts like this, you definitely don't want to cheap out because these are your most crucial parts to your rig. We'll start talking about the tires I run. I run the Toyo RT Trails, and they're 35 by 12.5 by 17s. I got these because I like, snow wheeling, and they're pretty dang good in the snow, and they're pretty good on trails. So far, I highly recommend these tires. Have yet to get a flat. They wear good. They look good. Honestly, great tire. For my wheels, I have the Ultra Wheels True Beadlocks. I don't know the exact model. I think they might have discontinued this model, but just look up Ultra Wheel Beadlocks. They're one of those. It, I believe, has a -13 offset, and it is a 17-inch rim. Inside the wheels, I do have the Apex valve stem deflators. This by far is the best possible way to deflate your vehicle. I think everyone should rock these or something like this. Highly recommend. For suspension, I do have Kings under here, the 2.5s, and then the 700-pound spring, since I have a lot of that. If you don't have a front bumper or winch and stuff, you don't need a 700-pound spring. The stock one should be fine, but if you're running a full overland setup like me, definitely want to upgrade the spring. And then for my upper control arm, I have the Icon Vehicle Dynamics Delta joint. These are okay. I might switch them out or upgrade them. They've done, perfectly fine. It's just they do like to squeak every once in a while. Like you have to keep them really lubed up all the time. So that's kind of the only downside I've seen with these, but so far they are fabulous. So coming down here, you might see something missing. I don't have a sway bar. I wanted the extra articulation and stuff like that for wheeling. I love doing crazy stuff in this truck. So that helped out. But I did get a spindle gusset because these are 35s. So in order to run that, you kind of want to beef that up. And then while we were down here, we did do the Total Chaos cam tabs. And then you could kind of see right there. Here, let me get you close. I do have a Super Spring bump stop. That helped taking my sway bar out and, absorbing big bumps. I ran this no sway bar for a while, and this thing was super tippy. I put those on, and those helped a lot. So if you want to do that, you still notice it for sure, but it definitely helps. Now on the rear of the truck, it's just a normal, King Shock 2.5. Nothing special there. And then you can't really see it, but these are Devers Stage 3 leaf springs. I got the Stage 3 because I have a lot of weight. So obviously do your research. If you're going to run a full bed rack and stuff like that, get the Stage 3. If you're not, just get Stage 1 or 2. So I've done a video before on the true cost to go in 35-inch tires on your 3rd gen Tacoma. You really got to calculate and see if that's something you really want to do. It does look awesome. I do recommend doing it. Definitely helps with wheeling and stuff. It just looks sick, but it does cost a lot. I get 11 miles per gallon in my truck, so there's a whole bunch of factors there. Obviously, you could run this setup without running 35s. I did do a fender trim, so that's why it makes it look super tall. Might look a little weird on 33s or 34s, but just do whatever you think looks best. When upgrading to 35s, you have to cut a lot more stuff than you think. I had to cut my rear and front bumper, the tubes, because it was rubbing. I had to do a body mount relocation kit. I had to do the C4 fender well kit, and you have to hammer and beat a lot of stuff. And no matter what, you're still probably gonna rub. I had to do 1/4-inch spacers on everything here because I was hitting my control arm just a little bit. 1/4-inch, I don't like spacers, but 1/4-inch spacers, it's not that big. It's pretty small. Maybe I could have gone smaller, but I just went with 1/4-inch to be safe. I haven't really noticed anything negative of it, but the negatives I've learned kind of are when you go up to like an inch spacer and stuff like that. That can be a little risky. Now with my tires and wheels, I will show you how much they stick out. You can see right there. So it does like to sling a lot of mud and rocks. So I do have a lot of dings and stuff on my door. That's just another cost of going to bigger tires. So if that's something you want, go ahead. Also with 35s, the tires and wheels are heavy. They're very heavy. That can also impact your braking and stuff like that. I have not upgraded my brakes. I think that's propaganda. When you go to 35s, you don't really need to upgrade your brakes. Maybe obviously you're going to wear through your brakes a little faster, but it has not been an issue whatsoever. Now, if I had 20 grand sitting around, I would definitely upgrade to the King and Total Chaos long travel triple bypass kit on everything, but I don't. But if I did, that's what I would do. So if you have an unlimited budget, look up the Total Chaos triple bypass kit. That thing is sick. All right, that kind of does the video. I know this is a quick one, but there's not too much to talk about. Hopefully you'll learn something. If you have any questions on recommendations or whatever for your rig, comment below. I'll give you my honest opinion, you know, just what I think is the best for you. I know I'm going to get this opinion now. Should I get Kings? If you're working on a budget and you don't want to spend what Kings cost, just get Bilsteins. I think they outperform Kings now too. I'm not 100% sure. I've just seen some videos. Just go with Bilsteins. That's what I recommend to everyone. Those things are bulletproof and they're fabulous. But hopefully you guys learned something. If you have any questions, obviously comment below or DM me on Instagram. That'll be linked below too. Have a good one.